Good, one's bad, yeah, they're really always like this. We don't know who's who, but at least we know who Mike is. They love to complain, they got sports on the brain, and they frequently drive each other insane. It's the good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. The good and the bad and the Mike. It's the good and the bad and the Mike.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of The Good, the Bad and the Mike. As always, I'm Oisin, that's Keaton,
Woo!
and that's Mike.
Hello.
Now we know it's been a while since, been a bit longer than we intended, because I'm pretty sure the last episode we said we would have an episode.
What's up?
It was I think we said we were going to have an episode the next week, and then take a break, but then scheduling issues came up and we just took a break. Which
there was a difference of opinions. What's the a difference in art? No, it's not artistic. What do they always say? The different
conflicts.
Visions. Oh no, there's
Different
artistic differences.
Artistic differences. That's the one I was going for.
I was
The good, the good,
unsure
and
if
the
that's
good
what you
was,
were going
said
for
up,
because you said artistic.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm going for.
Yeah.
And then the more you described it, I was like, no, it is artistic differences. I'm pretty sure. See, you nearly threw me off
it's been a long day.
there. Yeah, I mean, we nearly had an episode last week.
No.
Was Stuttgart not last week?
No.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Was it?
No, Stuttgart was definitely last week.
What?
I only worked 3
Honestly,
days
it's all
last
meshed
week.
into one.
Yeah, like last.
Jesus,
yeah,
it's been
today's the
so
12th.
long.
So like last Monday was the 5th. That's when we came back. So yeah, we nearly did an episode in
Fucking
Stuttgart. But
nearly did.
we
nearly.
were just
That's-
like, no.
It's been such a long week. Jesus Christ.
It has. Oh my god. I think it's because it's so cold that it's just dragging on. I feel like we're in like do you know what now feels like? And this is a horrible comparison, but I've been listening to a lot of stuff about the Soviet Union because I'm kind of fascinated by it, and it just feels like 1920s Soviet Russia, where it's like really, really cold. Everyone's depressed.
Neighbors
That's
disappearing in the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's uncanny.
Right, so Keith's comparing what we're living through right now with Soviet Russia.
Yeah, that's it. Like that's why I said this thing feels really bad, but in my head I'm like, this is what I'm sure they went through too. I can,
That's it. What are
empathize.
we go and see? Is this what your life was like?
Yeah, no, it's not what it's like in my head. I've been listening to some stuff and I was like, oh, funny that. But trying time.
Trying times indeed. This very long week that's been like Soviet Russia.
It has so.
Which
We
yeah,
get
we
snow. We don't have snow.
we nearly did an episode last weekend, but I think like I brought my laptop. And
Yeah.
I think we just weren't bothered in the end.
Generally, if I was staying in your hotel, then we probably could have recorded.
Yeah, at one point me and Ocean, I think on like Sunday afternoon, we were just sitting there and Ocean went, we're not recording this weekend. And I went, no, we're definitely not recording this weekend. It's like, just a no. We could have had, could have had extra special guests. That would have been fun. We gotten other people involved, but
There's a lot of waste of me lugging around my laptop for
Laptop.
a weekend.
that was the only reason I wanted to record, is so that it didn't feel like a waste of you bringing your laptop.
Ah, but it wasn't a
I think
waste
we
because I got
should-
to charge my phone off at one night because I didn't
Oh
have a travel
my
adapter.
He did.
So who's the idiot now?
So it all worked out.
Could just brought a travel adapter.
I could have, but apparently I didn't. The one time I didn't. But I bought one on Sunday. So
We went into it because we spent way too much time in the airport that we didn't fly to or from.
nice airport though.
I just
It was
love how we
nice.
showed up on the Monday morning for breakfast in the airport and we went, hey, there's people here. Weird. Didn't think there'd be anyone at this airport because we haven't seen anyone else here all weekend.
I want to
Just
point
people
out
queuing
that
up to check
actually,
in and shit.
I thought Stuttgart Airport was nicer than Frankfurt Airport.
Well, we didn't really use it.
There.
Yeah. I think I
He's
just
going to use the shop in the McDonald's, and that was it. They were
think I
nice.
just got annoyed at Frankfurt Airport not having anywhere to watch the match after security.
Yeah, me and Mike are in that queue for like 20 minutes in the duty free, and every 2 minutes I'd look up and I'd just see you walking to a different part, going, "No, I was not over there. I'm going over this side now." And I'd be like,
I was-
all right, then you come back. All right, I'm pointing over. I'm going over this side now. I was like, "No, there's nothing over here either," and I'm coming back.
Yeah,
All right.
it's absolute shit show. I should have just asked them, could I go back out of security and go up the stairs and just
Yeah.
I'll come back in later, guys. It's fine.
You were able to watch it in the end.
Yeah, on your phone.
Yeah,
That
and we
was-
were able to have that nice moment with that nice couple going to Hanoi.
I felt,
That is true.
yeah, I felt really like, because we were ahead of the Japanese couple, we were like, we can't ruin it for them, but we know what's going to happen, and we can't react, and that was.
I
Weird
think the
conflict
best
of
part was they
emotions.
were trying so hard, I think, to engage in a conversation with us and would look back, say a word. We say something back, and they'd look back at us like, "Are you not going to okay, we're going to repeat this
Yeah.
another 5 or 6 times then."
They were really nice.
I
though,
love
to be
how
fair.
they were
Really
lovely
friendly.
people. They're like,
Oh,
"Where are you
lovely.
from?" And we're like, "Why are you supporting Japan?" And we're like, "Why not?" They're like, "Okay, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
that works." Cool.
I mean, I supported Japan in was it 2014? Was Brazil? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was Russia last time. I supported Japan in Brazil as well.
you
and it
supported
didn't-
Russia last time. Interesting.
It was
Jesus,
in
wow.
Russia last time.
Wow, we've heard it all.
Wow, Asheen.
I don't know if I don't know if Japan were. I can't remember if Japan were in the Russian World Cup. They probably were. I don't
They
remember
probably
supporting
were. They
them.
were
Going
good
out of
in
my way
Asia.
to support them. Oh no, I did because I had made Japanese friends while I was on Erasmus by that point.
Is this what
Really,
you stole
I've
the
just
bike?
been supporting Japan for years for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why.
Fair.
But yeah, great bunch of lads, the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
I still have a 2002 Japanese World Cup jersey.
Does it still fit you?
Probably.
Little bit tight there.
I had one. I don't know if I probably still don't have it, but because my birthday is a month before a regular World Cup, my parents got me the Roy Keane jersey, and then he left camp like 2 days
Ooh.
later.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Ooh.
I know.
Did you hear about him leaving Qatar there at the weekend?
Yes. Yes. They had like
What?
a couple of days off. Roy Keane flew home for a couple of days off because all the other people, all the other what you call them,
Pundits.
analysts, pundits, did his fucking head in, so he had to go. He had to leave for a couple of days. What you call your fella, the former Man City right back? Is it Micah Richards?
Micah
Is that coming
Richards.
through? Yeah, apparently he hates him.
Oh, but they seem to get on really well on screen.
I have not seen. I don't. I assume you're being sarcastic, but I haven't watched a second of them.
They
They seem to get on.
they
well.
seem
They
to
do
bounce
ads
off
and all
each other.
together.
I mean, I could definitely
I
see.
could be wrong, but
I can
apparently he
100%
was.
see that Roy Keane not actually liking Micah Richards, because they kind of bounce off each other, and you think it's kind of like he doesn't like, he plays it up for the cameras that he's like doesn't like him sometimes, but I could definitely
yeah.
see it.
So, kind of like our group dynamic. We give the illusion we all like each other, but really we're just giving out to each other.
Oh yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Every Christmas
Wait
we
till the
avoid each
fame
other and
goes to our
don't talk
heads.
for a month.
That was one time because the new Assassin's Creed came out. Get over it.
Oh god, that
or
was
just
still amazing.
casually muting me on a 49ers game.
That was also, again, one time, and that one was by accident. I
Or
didn't
banning him from all
realize
football manager games at your stadium.
Yeah.
that was also. Look, we kept losing when he started watching, so drastic
I'm not
measures
really
had to be
stitches.
taken.
But I'm a little stitches.
It was clearly him influencing it in some way. Don't ask me
We're saying it
how.
isn't stitches. You are quite stitches.
I'm pretty stitious when it comes to sports.
Fair, fair.
But look, none of those were my fault.
They're all your fault.
No, because the one where... Okay, so the one where I muted you, that was by accident. The one where I banned you from coming to my matches, that was your own fault, because
It's all...
we were losing games. You were clearly causing us to lose. That was your own fault. And the one where You say I ignored you for Christmas, for a month of Christmas, was like, I was playing Assassin's Creed. I didn't know I was set to appear offline on Xbox, and I saw you were online, and you just didn't send me invites. So I was like, oh, Mike just wants to be on his
So it's
be,
obviously Mike's
Mike,
fault.
Mike clearly wants to be on his
So,
own. That's
hang on,
fine. I'll
hang on.
just play
You
Assassin's
say that,
Creed.
you say that, right, Oisin? But
fuck
how
me.
come then today you sent the text saying, anyone up for some Apex? It's simple, hey, you up for playing?
You up?
Text!
Because I knew you were going to be around anyway. Because we had to record.
Oh god.
Look, sometimes things happen.
That was still amazing. At least this Christmas I should have my Xbox now. I'll probably spend the first week updating Apex. But that second week we might be able to play a couple of games.
Oh,
Why
I
did
still
you
have
tell
to
your
text
sister or your
Dad.
mum to start downloading it now?
That's what I'm going to do.
'Cause
I'm going
I-
to text
I,
Dad and
like-
ask him to download it.
It's not set up. It's not plugged in, and like I don't think my parents will be able to plug it in, turn it on, and like you probably have to click into Apex to get it to update. I feel like it won't do it automatically on the old Xboxes.
I just click into my games, and then there's an update section.
Yeah,
And
I
then
click up.
Yeah,
click it.
I'm not walking my parents through
There
that
is
because they're
no
not going to be
any
able to use a
key.
controller. Yeah, they've never used a controller in their life.
That's fair. I tried to show my dad how to do it so that he could watch. He could use Now TV or Sky Go on it or something,
That's
and
fair.
he never used it. He was like, no. I got home
least
like
you've
3
trained him
months
now.
later, and the Xbox was still turned on. I was like, when was this turned? When was this used? I don't know.
It's just like, no.
Just
That
sitting
is the
there,
annoying
turned
thing,
on.
though, is that you do have to turn it on to update the old ones. You can't just leave it off. So I have to like move it into like the kitchen so it's not sitting there all night to morning just going while I'm trying to sleep because I fucking hate that.
Yeah, that's very fair. Anyway,
Yeah, we got to get on topic this week, or we just got to keep.
we actually
ranting?
were
I'm
on
down with
topic there
ranting.
for a short while.
A little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Because we were going to talk about the World Cup. And we did talk about the World Cup briefly. I can't remember
But,
how we segued off the World Cup. Oh, Roy
something about
Keane,
Japan.
and then
Roy
Mike,
Keane.
Mike decides I hit him.
No, I said our group that out. I never said who was who.
Wrong. Oh, sorry. I didn't say
You
who
just
was who
assumed
either.
that.
But yeah, the World Cup. It's going pretty well so far. The English are out.
Yeah,
That's a big plus.
literally.
Yeah,
Hey.
Hey.
I saw an interesting
Yeah.
one here on since 2002. Have you seen the teams they have beaten
Yes.
in the World Cup since
England have beaten in the
2006?
World Cup.
No.
Yes.
No,
They are
actually, here are the
all
teams, yeah.
trash.
Here are the teams England have beaten in the World Cup since 2006.
Right.
Tunisia, Panama, Colombia, Sweden, Slovenia, Paraguay, Trinidad, Ecuador, Iran, Wales, and Senegal.
Senegal aren't trash, but they didn't have Sadio Mane.
Yeah,
But-
so trash.
I was saying, I think I told both of you this separately, but when we were out on Saturday,
Yes. yeah.
Saturday to watch the Portugal.
I also told
Morocco
somebody
game.
else this in work because it's very funny.
It's so funny. We were out in town watching the Morocco Portugal game, and there was this big group of English guys came in, probably about our age as well. It's like in their 20s. I watched the end of it, and as soon as the ref blew the whistle and Morocco won, they were like, "Oh, we're in the final! Oh, we're good!
Yes.
Football's coming home! Football's!" We were sitting there laughing because they were never going to beat France.
No.
Fucking
I mean,
morons.
I'll
Just
give them
glad
some
you
credit.
didn't sit there and watch the
I
game.
was a
You
bit
may have
worried
gotten
watching
mooned
that
if
game.
they
They
did
seem
win.
to be the better team.
I wouldn't go that far. But I was watching it on RT Player at a restaurant while eating dinner, so I wasn't like 100% watching it.
Me can watch it. I think the highlight was when Kane missed and it cut to that Kane crown.
Yes.
Evening.
I really enjoyed the clip of Mbappe looking like he was pissing himself
Yeah.
after Kane missed.
That was fair. England somehow losing on penalties without actually getting the penalties. Fascinating.
Was it you, Keane, who was saying that people online were saying,
Oh my god.
They should have had more penalties, and then they would
This-
have won.
I have spent way too long in the comment sections of random shit on Facebook, just watching idiots argue with other idiots, and it is phenomenal. Just like England giving out about the referee, and to be fair, he may have been shit. But them demanding that they should have had at least 3 penalties for one that apparently wasn't a penalty is kind of funny. So I've been all up in Facebook comment sections lately for the last few days.
No, I
It's
have
fun.
to be honest.
Yes.
I mean, the referee can't have been as shit as the one for Argentina Netherlands.
Apparently he's still in the World Cup as well. He's
Really, I
apparently
thought he
doing
was
it.
sent home.
I saw
read-
reports one that he's not going to be doing any more games.
Did
Yeah,
he
I
not?
thought-
Maybe
I
this is a
heard he
few
was
days old,
sent.
but said he was in contention to do the final, and that made me laugh.
Not anymore.
I thought that was the one
Yeah.
from the England game. Is in
Hey,
contention
but I
for
thought it
final.
was the Argentina game, but I could have been wrong. I was
But,
just scrolling on Facebook.
I missed the Argentina game because it was my off spot. We didn't have TV or something. But I watched the highlights, and what was only described as the biggest shithousery I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, after the penalties.
Not even after the penalties. Your man absolutely belting the ball into the Dutch bench.
I don't know how
Yeah.
he wasn't sent off. To be honest.
That was the game where like everyone was booked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
handing out yellow cards during the penalty shootout. That's how you know
Yeah.
you've lost control of
No,
the game.
did you not see the photo of Argentina after they won the penalty
Yes,
shootout?
I
And
sent
basically their
you-
entire team runs
I
over
sent
and starts
the
yelling
photo
at the
to
Dutch
you
team.
lads. Yes.
Fucking love it.
Did you see
Proper
apparently
cunts.
Ebi Martinez after the penalty shootout ran up to the Dutch bench and he screamed at someone, "I fucked you twice, I fucked you twice."
It wasn't even his birthday. Oh my god.
But there was 18 yellow cards in that game altogether,
That's
I think,
insane.
and that's a World Cup record.
Yeah, it beats
That
the.
wasn't a record.
I believe the Dutch were in the last record holding game, right?
I have no idea.
Against Portugal. Hold on, I think it was the Battle of Nuremberg. That's what they called it.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't like one of those Dutch Germany games from like the 90s.
Yeah, no,
They
Battle
got
of Nuremberg,
vicious.
Portugal, Netherlands.
I feel like
It
I've
had
seen multiple
16 yellow
videos.
cards, 4 red cards.
I remember. That sounds right. When was that?
2006.
6.
I
Yeah.
remember it because at one stage during the game it showed Deco, and I can't remember who the Dutch player was that was also sent off, sitting on the steps watching, talking about
Yes!
the game.
Yeah, it was another Chelsea player. Was it like Carvalho or one of them? Or
But it was just them just
No, but
sitting
Dutch
there
player.
because they couldn't
Was it
go
Robert?
anywhere because their
Yes.
everyone was sent off.
I do remember that. Yeah, of Deco and someone sitting on the steps. That's a good
So
one.
that game had 16 yellows and 4 reds, and this game had
Yeah.
18 yellows and 0 reds, which is pretty insane.
So less cards. It's actually impressive
Luke de
that he
Jong
gave
came
out
on as a
18
sub.
yellows.
Yeah, Luke de Jong came on as a sub and was already yellow carded when he was coming on the pitch because he got booked from the bench.
Why? What did he do?
I honestly can't
I
remember.
assume, I think, I can only imagine it was that scuffle that happened when your man booted the ball into the bench, Van Dijk then body checked him, everyone's going at each other. I can imagine that's
Yeah.
when he got booked.
I honestly can't remember,
That's fair.
but I just found that
How-
hilarious.
As Liverpool fans, are you happy now that Van Dijk gets like a 2-week rest or whatever it is before the Premier League comes back?
Back next week, isn't it?
Okay, when he gets a
It's
week
not
break. I thought it was
next
Boxing Day back, isn't it?
No, the Premier League is back before the Carabao Cup. We play on
Yeah.
the 21st, so we play on Wednesday
Yeah.
week against Man City.
So we
in
play
the
City,
Carabao Cup.
like, yeah, we play City.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's a Carabao Cup, so we'll probably start a weekend team anyway. But yeah, actually, you're right, Keane.
Yeah.
The Premier League itself comes back on Boxing Day,
Haha, get fucked.
St. Stephen's Day.
And Stephens, this is. I say Boxing Day lock 'cause I can never remember whose day it is.
Whose day is it?
yeah. It's like that's Saint
St. Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, the day where it's legal to punch anyone you want.
Living the dream.
Should be. Really
Keane,
should
did
be.
you have a happy childhood?
Yeah,
That just thought I'd
I was
ask.
the one doing the punching.
All right then.
Did you grow up? Did you grow up with a house full of
We
girls? Hmm.
Oh, that's actually a fair
Don't
point.
wanna
Yeah,
don't wanna
no, I
make
didn't
any
box
sense.
anyone.
Some
There was no
snarky, but-
boxing being done.
I
But
believe you
no,
said, and I quote, "I was the
I
one
did.
doing the punching."
I did. Didn't say who though. I had friends, wasn't family. No.
Well, we have him there.
This is me
We
and
have
Megan were talking
Ushin
about this
supporting
yesterday.
Russia and Keane beating on women.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Is
we got him.
like obviously Mike may or may not have had strict parents, leaning on the May, and Megan definitely didn't. So we're wondering how their parenting styles would combine if they ever had kids. That is there a happy medium or is it going to be disaster?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm intrigued.
they're gonna have to learn that
No
screw
water after
and wool
tree.
burns.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to learn that.
Oh God.
Learn
It's
it the
gonna be
hard way.
Yeah, no, it's been, for all the controversies of the World Cup, the actual football itself, pretty good World Cup.
But that's always the point. That's once the first game gets kicked underway, everyone forgets about. That's the whole point of sports watching.
I was it Paul Ince, an ex-Liverpool player, was talking about it, and he made an interesting point that football doesn't change people's opinions of countries. Reality does. So he was like, "Oh, it's all going to be like what the people who are actually there experience." And I haven't read
I don't.
great stories
mean-
from people who've been at.
Neither have I.
I would disagree with that because of the people who actually go and the people who know people who actually go is such a small percentage of the world population.
That is true.
I would think otherwise, but the fuck do I know?
Yeah, Keith, what the fuck do you know?
Yeah, what do you know?
Yeah, I'm just saying, just giving my opinion, but on fair warning, it might be utter bollocks. But at least I'm letting you know. Proper
We've had-
journalism.
Yeah, we've had what, our first African team to make it to the semis.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Like anyone who isn't France, if they win, it'll be okay. I don't really
have
care if
this-
France
I
wins.
I
asked-
actually
sorry,
want
Keith.
France to win.
Yeah, I asked Ushin that
Oh.
question. He wants France number
He,
one.
he has France in the sweepstakes,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have France in my sweepstakes, but I still have them as my third
I could-
favorite.
I could do with the money, to be honest. I also
That
I
Saudi
like-
money never came in.
I would like Messi to win a World Cup, but I just think Argentina looked like pricks against the Netherlands with their antics, and I really
So-
Yeah.
don't want them to be rewarded for their terrible behavior.
So
That's
it's
very,
still on
very
that.
fair.
We're now guaranteed that Messi's 1,000th game will be played at the World Cup.
If
God,
Messi
yeah.
could
Yeah.
become
So-
French for a day and
Like-
win the World Cup with France, I'd be okay with it.
If he plays in the third, fourth place, they might just bench him and unless they want to sub him on or something to give the
Nah,
reserves
they wouldn't
a
just
run, I
bench him.
suppose.
They wouldn't just bench him. Yeah, this isn't your 1,000th game. Sorry.
I mean, it's kind of shit 1,000 game to be the third, fourth place playoff.
I mean, it's better than just playing a random League One game, isn't it?
Like they probably will play him because they probably
believe
want it to be in an
that's,
Argentina
Ligue
jersey,
1.
but
League
Yeah, League.
League One.
Like,
I don't think Messi's ever going to play a League One game, to be honest with you.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, a surprise! Messi's playing for Northampton Town.
Accrington
One-day
Stanley
transfer.
bring on their
Yeah.
new transfer.
Who?
That'd be amazing.
We were
I mean, maybe-
next up.
Maybe if he doesn't want to retire, he just keeps going until he's like 50. I don't know. I don't think he'd be.
Tom Brady strats.
I think the League One is a bit more physical. Probably a bit more physical than he's used to.
Dead.
Less technical,
love to see
more
the, like-
just
yeah.
barge through people.
The little shithousery you get is like you're not in League. Oh, nah, boy. This is a real League One.
You best start believing in League One.
You'll have to learn a lot about Beauty and the Geek because you'll be hearing a lot of "Not on."
Man on.
Oh God, I've never watched that. I don't understand the reference. Have you
Oh,
not
the
watched
key
the
in-
show?
One episode to go. Still, no spoilers
talk
from
about
anyone
film.
who's listened because we haven't. I haven't watched the finale
As
yet.
of time of recording this episode, we have yet to finish the finale.
I may or may not have found out who wins, but I
Oh
won't spoil it.
no, no kid. I don't want to
I
spoil it on
love it.
myself.
I won't
I would
tell
love
you.
it, Keith, if
I was
you-
looking them all up on Instagram because I was bored one day. I put in hashtag Batcook, and I found one of them, and they're like,
Oh my god, you know what you need to do, Keith?
What?
You need to get a photo of the winners, put it in a box, ship it to Oisin.
No. Put a photo of the winners on a T-shirt and ship it to us.
The pro
See,
players.
that's how we communicate nowadays.
That's how we communicate as
Put
a
it on
group.
a shirt.
We're putting that one company in Liffey Valley putting their kids through college. Apparently now they'll be sponsoring the next Fiverr heist.
We should get a sponsorship deal with them.
Alright.
We can give them
Oh,
shout
we
outs
should do.
for money.
So after now we've nearly done it. Has this changed your opinions of a Winter World Cup? Are you more pro, or do we just
No,
have enjoyed it
no.
more
No,
in
I'm
June?
still against for one reason. That first week, opening week, was fantastic. 4 games a day. I loved it. It was fantastic.
That was
But
great.
the problem was, because it was so condensed, you had those 4 games, you had less time in the group stages.
Was
as
it
soon
more
as it
condensed
started, the
than
group
normal?
stages were pretty much done.
I think they only do 3 games a day usually.
Was it? Do they normally have an extra week? Because like normally it's a
Yeah,
month.
it's usually an extra week you get.
But also, I
It's
didn't
3
feel
games
that
a
way
day.
at all. I really enjoyed 4. Like waking
Ocean
up,
was
doing
proper
it.
hooking into my veins type strats.
I actually kind of fell off watching it after the group stages. I watched every group game and then kind of dropped away.
I noticed because I have to keep sending you text for penalties.
But I really enjoyed waking up, getting an hour of work done, and then turning on football at 10 a.m.
That is one thing I did enjoy was the in-office times football matches were great crack. Because we'd have it on in the canteen and you hear someone just
Yeah.
scream, everyone would just run into the TV.
I mean, I was working from home,
We don't
so I
have
was
any
just
TVs
watching
in
it
our
here.
office, and I was afraid to put it on my phone when I was in the office.
I actually,
That was
I
it.
was in the office one of the days, and I put it on my second screen because there was like no one around me.
That's
It
fair.
was fantastic. But yes, I would also prefer a summer World Cup. Because I feel like, well,
It's just a different vibe in the summer.
it is
Yeah, you can't really beer garden it now in the freezing
No.
cold.
in the snow and the ice.
Mm.
Slightly disappointed that Brazil went out because I feel like if Brazil had made it to the final, 100% would have got out in town to watch that because I feel like the Brazilians always turn out strong.
I'm
Yeah,
a bit
since it's
upset
Argentina
for,
and Morocco, probably not worth it.
I feel sorry for Neymar.
I don't. Fuck him. But
He
why
does
do you...
seem like a colossal prick.
He does, doesn't he? Why do you
Yeah.
feel sorry for him, Mike?
Hey, see, he gets a lot of hate, and I understand why. That was it the Russian World Cup where he's rolling around?
Yes.
That one,
Yeah.
alright, yeah, absolute asshole there. But the last few games, I've actually seen the Neymar. Bar the Croatia game, because he was just not exist. He doesn't do the rolling around as much. Like that Serbia game we watched in the opening game, he was getting absolutely murdered. And there was nothing to do. It was like he just took it on the chin, missed the entire group stage. This is his last World Cup, and he missed the entire group games. Came back
Yeah.
for a Korea game, and then what he thought he scored what was to believe the winner in the Croatia game, only for Croatia's only shot and target to go in.
Is this Neymar's last World Cup?
There's talks
Probably
they won't play
not.
next week. He's like 31.
He's 30.
He's not that old. Jesus.
I did not think he was that old either.
Yeah, so they're saying this
Apparently,
is
he
his last.
was psychologically destroyed by their World Cup exit. So maybe it is his last World Cup.
Yeah, because see, he gets a lot of pressure because he's the hopes of the nation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their golden child.
I mean, what age is Messi?
Yeah, like 36,
36.
I think.
35. Keen, you
Oh,
keep
it's
picking.
close.
Keen, so that's 2 times in a row you've gone 1 year too high. So whatever you do next time, just go whatever you're going to do and then take a year off it.
Okay, Keith. Louis Suarez, what age?
Oh fuck. 33. He's older than that, isn't he?
Did you say 33?
Yeah.
He's also 35.
No, I went. I actually went. I think he's 34. So maybe he's 33.
He's always just one off.
God damn it, Keen.
I was trying to work out how old he was in comparison to Messi, and I was like, he's a couple of years younger, I think.
How old is Ronaldo?
That's not. Oh, this one I should know. If you give me time. In 2004, he was 17, so that was 18 years ago. So he's 35, but he could be 36 if his birthday has happened.
He's 37.
I got 35. What?
Yeah.
Did I get my maths wrong there?
February 5th,
Oh,
1985.
yeah, because 2004 was 18 years ago.
Sorry, Keith. Maths is tough.
17, 35, 36. I don't know.
It is.
It
Also,
is.
there's
This
a-
also.
There's a headline here
Enjoy. Yeah.
from The Sun, which is a shit rag, but it's on Google's top stories. It's Al Nassr drop huge hit. They won't sign Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'm like, all right, are you just gonna write the same article about every fucking team in the world?
Probably.
Absolute shit rag. But anyway,
His Portugal career went down in.
hashtag don't buy The Sun. What
I
were you
would say
saying? Keith?
disgrace.
Oh, I just said, I don't know why, but I find Euro 2004 really satisfying. Just because the opening game and the final game were both Portugal-Greece. And
That is actually that's
I
perfectly
appreciate
balanced.
that. It is.
Hi, Thanos, calm down.
It is perfectly balanced. Phenomenal.
And also, things are better when they're perfectly balanced. Thanos was right about that.
He was.
All right.
I
So
haven't seen the films, but I'm assuming he was correct.
yeah, he's the hero of the story.
That's what I figured, just from
Yeah.
what I've seen. So.
That's right.
You okay,
He knew
Mike?
what he was doing.
See, I know Keith's just blindly agreeing, even though he doesn't know exactly what his hard thing is. And I'm like, stop trying to make Keith think genocide was great. Oh, shit.
Well, look,
You get
I
the
mean,
stones, you put the stones into the glove, and you punch people. This is what I've gotten from like Fortnite when they did the.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Thanos
no,
event.
that's not what he does.
No, okay, never mind then.
he was just saving everyone else by killing all the other people. And look,
He just wipes half of
sometimes-
life from the galaxy. That's all
Sometimes
it
you gotta
is.
do what you gotta do. All right.
For perfect balance.
All right, Oshin's gone a little mad scientisty here. How about we go back onto World Cup topics?
Yes.
It's not like he
Oshin's
was
one
using.
bad day away from becoming becoming an evil scientist.
It's not like he was using the stones to enforce eugenics on people. He was just wiping out half the population at random.
Oh God.
So, favorite moment of the World Cup.
That's a tough one.
There've been some enjoyable moments. I did enjoy. Was it Iran getting two stupid late goals beat Wales? That was a fun
amazing.
That
There were
was a fun
there were
Yeah.
some really nice goals. So
one.
that 15 minutes where is it Group G, whatever,
Oh,
Spain,
Costa
Germany,
Rica, Japan.
yeah, that 15
Oh, yeah,
minutes
Jesus.
where that group went from boring to the greatest thing of all time was absolutely amazing.
Jesus.
Which
I
was
felt like a real soccer Saturday. Been like, oh, there's a goal in the Japan game. Cammy, God.
I was just so annoyed that it was like really boring, and then I texted you guys if you were going to
Yeah.
be on. You were like 15 minutes, and those 15 minutes were the most exciting of all the whole World Cup. And I was like, I don't want to turn this off.
I mean, I was also a big fan of Lukaku, just for whatever reason, just not showing up against Croatia and missing gilt edge chance after gilt edge chance.
I don't know how he didn't score. Like, that was absolutely insane. honestly, the last 10 minutes of the Argentina Netherlands game of like normal time, some fantastic football there. It's really exciting because obviously Netherlands were chasing the game, even though they lost. But you know,
Apparently, the last goal was a cracker, a free kick or something.
oh
Supposed
yeah,
to be very good,
really
haven't
well
seen
worked
it.
free kick.
Nah.
Oh.
I was
Like the
also
balls to try it as well. Incredible.
also
I
a
mean,
big
if you're
fan.
going out, you're going out. May as well
Yeah,
have a
Yeah.
shot, you know.
I was also a big fan of. I was watching the Morocco Spain game, and they were going to penalty, and the commentator was like, "Luis Enrique asked all his players to take 1,000 penalties. They're prepped for this. They know how to do it." And just some of the worst penalties you've seen.
Yes. I do think that there was a very noticeable mind shift, in particularly the Japanese penalties, but in a lot of the penalties this year, where they were going for really safe penalties. There's a lot of just don't hit it wide. Just make sure
Yeah.
you hit the target, which is
There was
interesting
some.
because I like in all the penalty shootouts, I think there was like one hit the post. Aside from that, like most of them hit the target. I'm excluding Harry Kane because it was a penalty shootout, but in the penalty shootouts, like there's
Yeah.
just a lot of saves because
There
a
was
lot
some
of weak
shocking
shots, which
penalties,
is
though.
interesting. There was. And who was it? Which cunt won it with the fucking Panenka down the middle? I can't respect that. I want to
Morocco.
take it back. I want to take it back and shoot them. I hope it wasn't
Oh,
Morocco because
no.
I like
Hakimi.
Morocco.
It was Morocco doing the waddle.
Did you see the reason behind that celebration?
No.
Something about Jalen Waddle.
No, Hakimi did like a penguin waddle when he scored the winning penalty against Spain, and it's because that's the celebration that him and Ramos did that celebration at PSG together, and it was like a fuck you to Spain for not including Ramos in the squad apparently.
And they're somehow supposed to know that.
Yeah, it's just absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's all out there, Keith. You just gotta.
You just gotta go looking for it.
That's fair.
All right, incredible scenes. Will we wrap it up there?
Yeah.
All right, who's winning it? Who do you think's gonna win it?
For my
Who wins it or who we want to win it?
for my wallet's sake, I hope
Both.
France. I think probably France as well.
Right.
Ooh, France rushing.
I think France will win it, but I want Argentina to win it. Then Morocco close second.
Yeah, Morocco are a close
Yeah.
second for me too. I really want. If France can't do it, I really want Morocco to do it.
I do want Morocco to do it, but I just feel like it is going to be Argentina's. And I was saying this, we were talking about this in work today about like Junior World Cup predictors because we had to do like all of it from the very start. Who the fuck do you think would have the balls to put in Argentina losing to South Africa in their first game and then somehow winning the competition? It's been a
Saudi
very
Arabia,
weird
you
World
mean?
Cup.
Yes, Saudi
Whoever,
Arabia.
who did I say?
South
Africa.
Africa.
I don't think
Oh.
anyone had South
No,
Africa.
yeah, my brain knew where it was going, but I went very far ahead of it. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. I had the right initials. That
Yeah,
helps, I
it was
think.
an SA somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it ended in
Have
A.
you ever? Yeah.
You know, it's just all
It's a
easy
long day.
mistake
I've been
to
tired.
make.
I even had a nap earlier on. It was good.
It is possible to have the 2018 World Cup final repeated.
It
Yeah.
is. That'd be an interesting one.
It would be an
Like,
interesting one.
if anyone
Croatia
who is in
just
France
don't
wins,
seem to die,
I'd be happy.
which is the big thing.
Why won't you die?
What? I think what? All their games, even in the last years, have all got the extra time penalties.
I
It's
did
just-
when they conceded to Brazil just for halftime next time. I turned the game off because like, Croatia aren't scoring. This game's over. And then I was like, oh, it's got the penalties. Ha! Didn't think that was gonna happen.
fool.
And then
Yeah.
the other thing was they were saying Louis van Gaal hasn't lost the World Cup knockout game with the Netherlands in
Oh.
normal time.
Louis
He's
van
been
Gaal,
knocked out
that
in
was-
penalties.
Did you hear the stat about that though? Like, that was their first loss since he came back to manage them again, and
Yeah.
that's his last game in charge because he
Ah.
was retired. He was finishing after the World Cup, no matter what.
Oh, fair.
So his first loss in his second stint at the Netherlands was their last game.
I appreciate that, but I do.
I enjoyed it as
So,
well. I also
yeah.
enjoyed when I was watching the NFL yesterday. I got Fox's promo for the semi-finals, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, watch Kylian Mbappe and France play Or no, watch Lionel Messi and Argentina play Luka Modric and Croatia, and Kylian Mbappe and France play Morocco. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah,
Just pick someone.
I don't think I could name a single Moroccan player. They have someone
Hakimi.
big, don't they?
Maybe
They have a couple of decent
Ziyech,
players. Oh yeah, Ziyech.
Amrabat has been pretty solid for them.
They have a couple of decent players, to
Sure.
be fair. But anyway, this time we can finish it up there.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So it's good to be back. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll do another episode next week.
Probably.
We'll probably take a break for Christmas for a week, but that'll be the week after next.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Monday is Stevens' day, someone's day, whoever's day.
Someone's
it is.
day. St.
Um,
Boxing's Day.
So we
Once
won't.
again,
Keel will be busy off
condone
boxing
Keane.
people.
We don't
so-
condone Keane's actions and what he does on Boxing Day.
I'd box up gifts and give them to the needy. That's what Boxing Day is all about. That's where the name comes from.
Yeah, whatever.
That's
helps
where
you
the
sleep at
name
night.
comes from. We all know this.
You all heard it. Keane goes out and puts the needy in boxes. That's what he said. What
Sure.
a prick.
Ah.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week for another episode. Cheers for listening. Feed the algorithm and fuck the system, and have a good one.